Well, welcome to Castor Oil. Thank you, Jace, for that introduction. If you're looking at me thinking, 15 years in the hospital, how is she that old? You guys, castor oil, okay? I'm gonna teach you. So I wanna know who our castor oil experts are in the room, and you're gonna wanna know who they are as well. So raise your hand if you've been using castor oil for weeks, months, or maybe even decades. All right, pay attention, those around. Raise your hand if you're like, castor oil, what's that? And what do I do with that? And really, people are still using that? Well, if you raise your hand first, welcome to a better castor oil. And if you raise your hand second, welcome to beginning your castor oil journey with the best one. Castor oil is special. It is rich in ricinoleic acid, which is not found in any other plants. It's very thick, it's deeply nourishing, and it does amazing things to help with moisture. You're going to want to use a cotton-lined pack to maximize its benefits, and I'll talk about why. We're all familiar with fractionated coconut oil. It's light, it absorbs fast, it prevents sensitivity, and it helps keep oils localized. This is really useful if you're trying to get oil over a large part of the body, particularly using massage. Castor oil is very, very different. It is thick, it's a lot like honey. It penetrates very deeply into the body, and it can bring anything paired with it down into those organs and tissues. If you're looking for something quick to multiply or to apply several times during the day, grab that fractionated coconut oil. But if you're looking maybe to use something for an hour or overnight, you're gonna wanna grab your castor oil. There's many ways to use castor oil, and some of them, like the pack, are unique to castor oil because it's thick. Putting a thick oil on your skin that can feel sticky and maybe can stain your clothes or your sheets requires a little extra attention. So, a cotton pack over your abdomen or other areas of your body can help get that castor oil to soak in and can also prevent that stickiness or staining. So you're going to want to use that in ways with the pack and even with a patch. Some of you may have gotten this yesterday, but this is a way that we're going to use it as well. You can also just put it on your body in certain areas, use a roller bottle. Brushing and dry brushing is also a great way to use your castor oil. Believe me, this might seem complicated, it's not, and it's worth it. Popular uses of castor oil typically involve just using castor oil alone, but I want you to think bigger than that. We get to use castor oils as an enhancer to the tools that we're already using every single day. Using castor oil as a carrier oil for your essential oils enhances their function. So here's some thoughts on dilution. If you're going to use a single application, so if you're going to put some castor oil in your hand, you're going to add some essential oils to that, and you're going to put all of that on your body, add 2 to 5 drops of essential oil to about a tablespoon of castor oil. If you're going to make a multi-use bottle, like a roller bottle or a dropper bottle, that you're going to use a small amount multiple times, you want to take about an ounce, 30 mLs, and add 10 to 30 drops of your essential oil to it. doTERRA's Wellness Pyramid is a great way to start to learn to use castor oil. There's so many oils that we're already using that we're just going to start incorporating this into the routines we already have. The base of our wellness pyramid is nutrition and digestion. Nutrition and digestion is getting food into our body, getting it absorbed, getting it to every area of our body for beneficial use. Part of digestion is healthy elimination of waste and toxins through bowel movements. If you missed my talk 2 years ago, there is a reason they call me the poop lady. This is important. Some of you are big fans of that. So we're already using oils like DigestZen, spearmint, ginger, and fennel. You're going to use either the pack or the patch over your abdomen with your castor oil and your oils to help relieve maybe some constipation, occasional bloating, and distension and discomfort. So, this is a pack. One of the ways that you can use your digestive oils is to take a tablespoon of castor oil in your hand, 3 drops of DigestZen, put that on your abdomen, put your pack on, and if you want, you can add some heat to that. Leave that on for 30 to 60 minutes or even overnight. I have some teenage boys at home. They're not wearing that, but they struggle with this from time to time. So using the patch for them, I'm probably going to convince them a little more easily to do this. In that case, you would put the castor oil in your belly button, add the oils, and just put that patch right over top. Next on our journey is movement and metabolism. Movement is vital to all of our body systems, and regular physical activity prolongs our independence as we age. If we have uncomfortable joints and areas throughout our body, we tend to move less. When we move less, we're more uncomfortable, and the cycle perpetuates itself. So using the oils that you already use for discomfort with either the pack or a roller bottle, depending on the location, can be really helpful. So just to give you a little extra tip, I would recommend if you're going to use digestive oils from time to time and pain oils from time to time, either get several different packs to use, or you can get cotton inserts and just use different cotton inserts for different classifications of oils. One of the things I like to do is make a deep blue sandwich with my castor oil. You can take an area of concern, like your knee, put a thin layer of castor oil on, 5 drops of deep blue on top of that, and then an additional thin layer of castor oil. A pack with some heat might feel really great. While we're on the topic of pain and blends, let's take a little detour a minute and talk about the similarities and differences between 3 of my favorite blends: Deep Blue, AromaTouch, and Past Tense. Deep Blue is one that we're very familiar with and we use a lot for pain. However, AromaTouch has cypress and grapefruit that really helps a lot to aid circulation. And so when you're looking to improve circulation, AromaTouch can be used with your castor oil. That cute little Past Tense we got, awesome for taking that with you on the go. But I don't want you to not then use the oil with your castor oil. It's amazing for muscle tension. It shares wintergreen with Deep Blue. It shares lavender, marjoram, and basil with AromaTouch. All of them have peppermint in common. But look at the uniqueness of Past Tense: frankincense, cilantro, Roman chamomile, and rosemary. So don't just stick to your Deep Blue. Branch out if you need to. Metabolism. How many of you have blended fractionated coconut oil with MetaPWR and put it on different areas of your body? You can now blend that MetaPWR with castor oil using a roller bottle or a pack. Putting that on overnight is going to bless your metabolism. Combine 1 tablespoon of castor oil, 3 drops of MetaPWR, apply it to your upper abdomen, put that wrap on, maybe some heat, 30 to 60 minutes or overnight. Many of us have really great sleep routines. We have oils on our nightstand, we have oils in the diffuser. Let's utilize our castor oil with some of those nighttime routines already in place. Those oils that we love: Adaptiv, lavender, Serenity, Past Tense, really great options to use topically. 2 drops of balance oil, 1 teaspoon of castor oil in your belly button with a patch. Yes, they do make them in heart-shaped. No, I'm not going to use that for my teenage boys. So now we're getting to the part that I think you've been expecting, the detox part, right? Well, how is your liver? Over a third of Americans already show signs of liver overload, and environmental toxins can reduce liver efficiency by up to 45%. There's a lot of things that we might notice feeling heavy or sluggish, so let's get our castor oil out. Castor oil has been used for a very long time in detox practices. Although scientific evidence is limited, the anecdotal evidence is overwhelming. Those people that raise their hands first, maybe you want to ask them some questions later on. Use the oils that we already used for detox, get your pack out, and use it overnight. So 1 tablespoon of castor oil, 3 drops of Revitazen, rub it on your upper abdomen on the right side. Now, while we're on the topic, I want you to just be a little more compelled to use that pack. The latest research says that when you put an oil on neat, 4% of it gets into your tissues. When you add a carrier oil, it goes up to 10. When you add a covering, like a liver pack, that goes up to 70 to 75%. So you're already sleeping at night, just add some support to your body while you're sleeping. Reducing toxic exposure is just as important as helping our body detox. We want to put less toxins into our body. Our skin is our largest organ and a reflection of our overall health. We want to improve not only skin hydration, but we want to improve maybe fine lines and wrinkles. So, your normal skin oils, rose, blue tansy, immortelle, yarrow palm, frankincense, there's lots of ways that you can do this. Spa application, roller bottle, dry brushing. How many of you love immortelle, but you've gotten it in your eyes? It hurts. Well, here's a great way to take a thin oil and make it into a thicker oil. Take your big roller bottle, put your whole bottle of immortelle right inside, and fill it with castor oil. This is a really great way to get the benefits of both immortelle and castor oil on your skin. How many of you love Dana Moore's Glow Serum? She has done the most amazing thing with creating this recipe. So it's equal parts castor oil, argan oil, and rosehip oil. Then, in a 1-ounce bottle, put 10 drops each of frankincense, blue tansy, and black spruce. I have a friend that I recently gifted a bottle of this to. Now, this friend doesn't really, I didn't think she was going to use it. She's not big into oils. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't think she has a big skincare routine, but I thought I'd give it to her and see. A week later, she came to me and she said, "What is in that bottle? That stuff is amazing." And then the second friend that I gave it to, I actually forgot that I gave it to her, texted me this morning. And she said, "Hey, that stuff you gave me, I love it." And I said, "Well, hey, good timing. I'm talking on it today." And this is her response. "So what I liked about it is how it feels putting it onto my face. It's almost as though it smooths it out. Like when you're flattening and smoothing pie dough." Kind of a funny example, but you know how the roller smooths the dough out, making it even and the same texture? That's what I feel. Waking up in the morning, it is smooth to the touch. I love the fragrance and I love the color. And I was like, "Oh, this is a rolling pin for your face." It is really good. Just a note, I have it in a dropper bottle, and I like that, but my next batch is going in a roller bottle, just so you do it the way I think it should be done the first time. All right, a healthy immune system is part of informed self-care. We want to pay attention to our immune system and keep it running well so we don't have to go up to that next step of the pyramid. On Guard, tea tree, copaiba, rosemary, lavender, peppermint, spot application, pack, patch, or if you want to combine your castor oil with something a little thinner, you can do a great massage. I like to use On Guard Touch on my abdomen, layer that with a tablespoon of castor oil, and put the pack over top overnight. If you're looking for the appearance of thicker and fuller hair, and you want to do it in a safe, non-toxic, effective way, castor oil really shines when it comes to hair care. You see what I did there? So castor oil can moisturize, reduce dryness, help with flakiness and brittleness. The ricinoleic acid is a wonderful humectant when it comes to scalp and hair. Massage into your scalp, and you can blend with rosemary, lavender, and peppermint. I like to do this in an empty 15 ml bottle. Castor oil is very well known also for supporting the look and feel of thicker and fuller lashes and brows. Take that peppermint out, keep the rosemary and lavender, and you can apply this nightly with a clean mascara wand or eyelash brush. Dr. Nicole Stevens has a great recipe. She likes to, in that same 15 ml bottle, combine 5 drops each lavender, rosemary, and if you have it, hinoki. And then she does a blend of castor oil and jojoba oil, 50-50, to fill the remainder of the bottle. This is my dad and his 6 sisters. My aunts are very special people to me. They have taught me how to bake a pie. They have taught me how to throw an amazing potluck. And they have passed along some really great genes to me. I can expect to live well into my 90s thanks to their genes. Their genes also include thinning eyebrows. We were leaving a family event one time, and my husband said, "So, do your aunts, like at some point in time, give classes to all the nieces on how to maybe Sharpie in the eyebrows?" It was noticeable to him. I want you to know how excited I am that I get to maybe defy my genetics by using castor oil on a regular basis. Just like we talked about discomfort with certain extremities, you might have monthly discomfort that you also get to use castor oil for. Those really great hormone balancing oils like clary sage, ylang ylang, clary calm can be used with a pack over the lower abdomen. Just like we used our On Guard Touch, you can take your Clary Calm roller, put it on your abdomen, put that tablespoon of castor oil on, and you might be using the oil and heat on a regular basis anyway. Now just add the castor oil. I think you'll like the results. There's so many options for using castor oil. Let me give you some ways that you can start using castor oil today. So in the morning, obviously your glow serum to your face, it's like a rolling pin for your face. Don't forget about your eyebrows while you're there either. What I like to do is I like to put castor oil with Deep Blue on one of my shoulders every morning, and I add some of that hair serum in. I go for a walk, I come back, and it's been the perfect amount of time for me to wash that out in the shower. There's some other options here for you to start out your morning. Any extra castor oil that you have on your hand as you're rubbing it into places, make sure that you get it on your cuticles. It's awesome. In the evening, back to that glow serum. Get your lashes and brows in the evening, and this is a really great time to do either a patch or a pack every single night. Here's what a weekly routine with that patch or pack might look like. We talked yesterday about using Revitazen and a liver pack 3 to 5 times a week. So in this example, I have it on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays are Mondays, so this might be a great time to use some of your rest and manage stress oils like Balance with castor oil in a patch. Tuesday, maybe your other Aunt Flo is in town, and you're using Clary Calm with castor oil in a pack. Thursday, well, it's been a long week, we should probably support our immune system. So, On Guard castor oil, maybe you're using the On Guard oil out of the bottle and you're using a patch. And then Saturday, I don't know about your house, Saturday's work day at our house, and so I tend to not sit down. So Aroma Touch with castor oil, maybe you want to use that in combination with a thinner carrier oil to do a massage to your lower legs and feet before bed. I've done the math on this. If you use your castor oil consistently throughout the month, you're going to go through a bottle a month. So be sure you grab enough in your convention kits to use until October 1st and order as many as you need so you don't run out before the end of the month. Good luck.